another day, give it another shot, but I just keep shooting till the buzzer stops. She did me wrong, I did her wrong, tied score, but is she the type of girl to overtime for?
Hi, my name is Aeolus, aka your favorite atheist. And this video is brought to you by Reason. Reason, or religiously educated atheists, secularists, and other non-theists, is a small coalition of atheist activists that seek to improve the world through evidence, logic, knowledge, and reason. Reason has a brand new website with all kind of neat things like brand new t-shirts. You should go over there to thesecularroundtable.com and check it out. Reason also has a weekly live show every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time where we talk about relevant topics in the atheist community. Now that we got that out of the way, we can move on to the 5 dumbasses of the week. Woo! These dumbasses is very special. I hand selected these for y'all. Man, you gonna need a stiff drink for this. Stiff drink. Woo! Number 1. We're gonna call this theist. Well, I don't want to call him anything. Let's just call him dumb. Here he goes. I wonder why Adam and Eve still existed before the flood. Why didn't they get eaten by lizards? Man, listen, okay? I like that you're thinking, okay? I like that you're using that rational mind to start to think. But listen, man, you're thinking the wrong fucking way, okay? If you're gonna sit there and try to think about why Adam and Eve didn't get eaten by lizards, in this I think you mean dinosaurs. You actually believe that fucking dinosaurs and humans existed together? Bro, did you not take high school science classes? Come on, man. The basics understanding of science. Bro, at least 70 million years ago is how long dinosaurs existed, and we could tell this through the fossil record and what we know about studying the Earth. It was a long fucking time ago. Humans weren't even around then, man, okay? And listen, if they were, they would have been fucking eating us, okay? So how dumb is it for you to think that these massive fucking dinosaurs lived at the same time as humans? It's fucking dumb, man. Dumbass of the week, man. Next. Number 2. Second dumbass of the week. He says, not true. I'm a believer who also embraces science, trying to learn quantum theory to see if I can reconcile the simple story of Genesis with scientific theory. Bruh, listen. First, you need to get some grammar down, okay? Because you got to at least have a basic understanding of spelling and grammar to write scientific papers and peer review other scientists, okay? So get that shit down first, and then you can start thinking about other important and significant shit like quantum theory, okay? Now listen, I'm not the type of person that's going to judge you based on your spelling. Maybe you were typing it on your phone. Maybe you just can't fucking spell. Maybe spelling ain't your strong point, okay? And maybe science is. But obviously, it's fucking not, because you say you want to reconcile the story of Genesis with scientific theory. You cannot fucking reconcile it, okay? Evolution is a fact. We know that there was no Adam and Eve. We know that there was no Garden of Eden. We know that there was no forbidden fruit on the tree of knowledge of good and evil. We already know this shit, man. The world is not 6,000 years old. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit and try opening up another book instead of your Bible. Fuck that bullshit. Read a book and not the Bible, okay? Next. Number 3. Goes to a special dumbass who says, God is the greatest gift from the Bible. Let me read it again for y'all who might have missed it the first time. No, I'm not kidding. He said God is the greatest gift from the Bible. God? You mean that God whose lowest estimated death toll is about 2 million? You mean that God who instituted slavery and approved it, by the way, and condoned it? You mean that God who was all about genocide, going to the neighboring town and slaughtering all the men, children, and cattle, but taking the virgins for yourself, cutting open pregnant women's bellies to kill the child and make sure it died? You talking about that God? You talking about the same God that said, just kill everybody, okay? Kill everybody in Canaan. Just kill them all. That same God who let his people wander around in the desert for all those years? Are we talking about the same God who allows 15 million children to starve to death every year? 20,000 people die of cancer every single day. Are we talking about that God? Because that motherfucker is horrific, okay? And listen, maybe you didn't read the Bible so well, okay? But however you want to spin it, even if you want to say, well, I don't mean God, I mean Jesus. Well, is Jesus God to you? Well, then Jesus did all this fucking bullshit, okay? And ultimately, the story of the Bible of Genesis doesn't tell us, but who the fuck put the snake in the garden anyway, okay? Read that motherfucker. Open that book up and read it. Read Judges, read Numbers, read Deuteronomy. Read what they did to people. It's all there. Better yet, check out my Biblical Stories video. It's all there. All those fucking horrible stories from the Bible, killing children and all this other nonsense. And the suppression of women's rights. That's a big one in my opinion. And that, because of that religion, it's still going on today. We still have some suppression of women's rights. And it's bullshit, okay? So don't come around here with this fucking bullshit about God is the greatest gift from the Bible, okay? Let's talk about something else. What about Satan, man? He's the one that told us to eat from the tree so we could have knowledge. He wanted us to be empowered, according to the story. I don't believe any of the bullshit. I think it's all nonsense. But anyway, next, you're the dumbass of the week. Number 4. Furthermore, why can't we as Christians use biblical text to prove what the Bible is saying is true? It's no good somebody saying you can't use the Bible without explaining why we can't use the Bible to prove that it's true. Listen, because I'm going to say it for you and for all, once and for all. I'm probably going to have to reiterate it because y'all dumb as shit. You want to use the Bible as proof of God? Fine. I'm going to use Lord of the Rings as proof of Gandalf. I'm going to use Spider-Man comic books as proof of Spider-Man. Batman of Batman. Superman of Superman. I'm going to do all this. Matter of fact, I'm going to write my own fucking book. And in this book, it's gonna talk about the magic fucking shoe. The one that created the whole universe. And you can't argue with my book because the book says that the magic shoe said that this book was true and that the magic shoe created the universe. Do you see how fucking dumb that is? That's why we don't let you do it. And anyway, all the evidence needs to point towards your God being true. And if the Bible says one untrue thing, it doesn't make the whole Bible untrue, but it does make that thing untrue no matter how many other good things it has in it. Okay? We know that mustard seeds aren't the smallest seeds. We know that bats aren't birds. We know, all these scientific and especially mathematical inaccuracies in the Bible. Okay? And listen, man, that's why you can't use the Bible to prove what the Bible is saying is true. Do you understand a circular argument? It's like, I said the Bible was true. The Bible said what I said is true. Therefore, it's all true. Nah, bro, listen. Okay? You can't do that shit, man. If you can use something outside the Bible to prove that something the Bible is saying is true, perfect, man. Like if you could find some archaeological find, or maybe you can discover something that actually specifically was mentioned in the Bible, perfect. But still, that doesn't mean the whole Bible is true. It just means that one part of the fucking Bible is true, okay? And people get shit right every day at the same time they get shit wrong, okay? Dumbass of the week. Next. Number 5. Oh, this one's special. Here he goes. Evolution is not a proven fact. And there are hundreds, if not thousands, of accredited scientists who are creationists. All origin theories are not falsifiable, unlike operational theories. So accepting one over another is a fact, a matter of faith, that your worldview is true. The evidence is interpreted according to an a priori worldview. If you have a sincere desire to know the truth instead of accepting the lies you've been taught, a good starting point is lcr.org. How much evidence do we have to pull out of our ass to show you that evolution is a fact? It's a fucking fact, man. All the evidence, whether it be DNA evidence, whether it be fossil evidence, whether it be any other chemical evidence, it proves evolution, man. We share 98% of our DNA with apes, chimpanzees. We share our DNA with everything on this planet, and if you trace it back correctly, you'll find that everything had a common ancestor. Now, you said there are hundreds, if not thousands, of accredited scientists who are creationists. Yeah, so fucking what, man? That doesn't mean shit. But actually, let's look at the facts here. This is an old study, too, and I'm sure the numbers have increased in atheism's favor since then. Right here, we've got the general public, 83% believe in God, 12% don't believe in God, but believe in a universal spirit or a higher power, 4% don't know, or 4% don't believe in either, and 1% don't know or refuse. Let's look at the scientists, because you said there are thousands. 33% believe in a God, 18% don't believe in a God, but do believe in a universal spirit or a higher power, 41% don't believe in either, and 7% don't know or refuse. Even if you just look at the difference in that graph, that just shows you that people who took a step to understand our world, those people that took that step are less likely to believe in a God. And that 18% that just says they believe in a universal power or a higher spirit, that doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean they believe in your God. It doesn't even mean they believe in creation. And in fact, that 33%, it doesn't mean that they believe in creation either. It just means they believe in a God. A lot of people believe that God instituted evolution. The Catholic Church accepts this. So don't come around here giving me that bullshit that people believe in creationism, because you would be hard-pressed to find 1,000 scientists that believe in that bullshit. I challenge you to get that study. I'll post this video as an offer. I'll give you $1,000 if you can find 1,000 scientists that will willingly state on the record that they believe in creationism. I'll give you $1,000. As a matter of fact, I'll up it. I'll give you $1 for everyone that you can find over 1,000. Good luck. Moving on to the next part of your dumbass comment. All origin theories are not falsifiable, unlike operational theories. So accepting one over another is in fact a matter of faith, that your worldview is untrue. So let's talk about this word faith. Faith is the belief in things without evidence. If you had evidence, you wouldn't need faith. Guess what? We have evidence for evolution. Yes, we do. Plenty of evidence. Go to a fucking museum. Okay, look. All origin theories are not falsifiable. Yes, that's true. You know, almost anything is unfalsifiable. I can say, hey, did you know unicorn exists? They probably don't exist, man. Hey, you can't prove that shit. Right. If you can't prove something does not exist, then it's unfalsifiable. But that doesn't make it true. It can be the most ridiculous shit you ever heard. That there's some ancient sky daddy up in the sky, over there, puppet master, telling you what to do and dictating your life and telling you what you should do. Nah, bro. Come on, think about that bullshit, okay? Go back to your little corner, pray like 10 times, and come back when you're ready to be rational, okay? So accepting one over another is in fact a matter of faith that your worldview is true. It's not, man. If you have evidence, you don't need faith. That's just how it goes. And until you bring me some evidence for your God, I don't give a fuck, okay? I don't give a fuck about any unfalsifiable claim. And the truth of the matter is, I can prove the negative. I can prove the negative. If you bring me enough information about your God, I can disprove him internally with logic and reason, okay? So I hope that you want to use the Bible, because if you use that shit, that's plenty of ammunition for me to debunk the existence of your God. And the more you tell me about him, the better. Because then I have more evidence to work with. I have more, not evidence, but I have more information to work with, okay? The evidence is interpreted according to an a priori worldview. Well, I don't know what the fuck you mean by that, but look, evidence, we evaluate it based on what it is showing. If we go into the fossil record and it shows, you know, the transition of humans over time into where we are now, then what are we supposed to believe? That they were just buried there by God to test us? Come on, man. Think about this shit before you post it. He says, if you have a sincere desire to know truth, instead of accepting the lies you've been taught, a good starting point is lcr.org. Well, listen, man. If you have a sincere desire to know the truth and to stop accepting the lies that you've been taught, and that you've been taught in one book, and the only book that's going to agree with you that's based on actual evidence, because if you open a science textbook, you might see otherwise. Let's see what this fucking dumbass lcr.org is anyway. So let's go check out this lcr.org that this fool was talking about. lcr.org. Oh, Lutheran Church of the Resurrection. Oh, fuck. I mean, maybe he meant ICR. ICR.org. Oh, shit. Whoa. Institute for Creation Research. 2 words that should never be in the same sentence. Let's see about us. Who we are. Let's see. Oh, Lord. Institution for Creation Research. What do we do? Let's see what they do. Oh. Let's see who they are. Let's see what they're about. Oh, they got a 1-minute video. Oh, shit. We'll watch it. Let's see what it's about.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Oh, fuck.
If Genesis is wrong, the Bible is flawed and faith is misguided. At the
Yes,
Institute
indeed,
for
my
Creation
friend.
Research, we have spent more than 4 decades researching the science behind Genesis.
You wasted your
And our
time.
conclusions verify that God did create all things.
What conclusions?
Our science staff researches the gamut of origins evidence.
Did you get this
from
peer
geological
reviewed?
formations of the Earth to human-chimp DNA similarities. From the discoveries of soft tissues in dinosaur fossils to the mysteries of galaxies, quantum mechanics, and dark matter. And when the evidence is gathered and analyzed, it becomes clear that science
bet it
confirms
does.
the accuracy of Scripture. Put the power of truth to work in your life. Explore the evidence at ICR.
This is the website you sent me to? Wow. Listen, man. I think all of that was some bullshit, okay? If all science pointed towards the conclusion that a God existed, then that's what we would be teaching, man. That would be peer-reviewed. We would be printing out studies on it. It would be taught in schools. But what do you see? You don't fucking see that. The only mention of God is when you go to church. And why is that? The truth of the matter is all science does not point towards a God existent. And no gods presented thus far have ever been proven to exist. And no, not even one single shred of evidence has been provided for any God throughout history. And when we start to examine your claims, they fall. Just like at one time you taught there was a literal Adam and Eve in the garden, well, guess what? We know that's bullshit, okay? We've already proven evolution. We got plenty of fucking evidence if you just open another book or go to a fucking museum, okay? Stop believing this bullshit, man, you read from one book and think that you fucking know everything. You don't. The irony of your comment is ridiculous. Stop believing the lies that you're told. Open your fucking mind, open your fucking eyes, and go out there and see the world as it really is, okay? And maybe you might discover something that we haven't found yet. That's the beauty of science. You have the opportunity, if you really believe that this God is true, that you can go out there and find some fucking evidence for him and bring it back to us and get it peer reviewed. We'll be waiting. As I said, guys, that was the 5 stupid-ass, dumbass comments of the week, okay? If you like this episode and you like what I do, you should consider heading over to Patreon to support me and my group at patreon.com/reason. We also have a brand new website with t-shirts on that motherfucker. So go over there and check that out at thesecularroundtable.com. If you like monthly subscription boxes, you should head over to atheismbox.com where they got the very first atheist subscription box. It's fucking amazing, man. The outlets that we have as atheists. Okay? And much unlike this video where you see me bashing, as they want to call it, the religious, I call it bashing ignorance. Okay? But Atheism Box is all about promoting positivity and the understanding of science. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in and you like receiving snail mail like I do, head over to atheismbox.com and check it out. You most likely won't be disappointed. You know what I mean? You probably won't be disappointed. I love snail mail. And it's sad that the coming generations might not ever know about snail mail and the joy and the anticipation of waiting for snail mail. But if you like me and you like that shit, go over there and sign up for that shit, okay? At atheismbox.com. I'm done talking your head off. Don't forget to share this video, like this video, check out my friends, the Godless Engineer and the Prototype Atheist. As I mentioned, check out our site and our live show every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, okay? If you want to support us, that's how you support us, by showing up. But hey, maybe you can't show up. Maybe you're like the special person that wants to support us monetarily. Head over to patreon.com/reason if that's what you want to do. Last time I said if we get to 100 likes, I'll post another one. Well, this time I'm making it 200. If you want another 5 dumbass comments of the week, we got to get this motherfucker to 200 likes, alright? So, you know me. I'm going to keep on drinking, and I'm going to keep on responding to these motherfuckers. The ignorance that's present in humanity, I can't, man. I just can't. But we got to battle it one step at a time, you feel me? Don't forget to check out facebook.com/philosophicalatheism and facebook.com/religionhurtshumanity. And other than that, thanks for watching. Deuces, motherfucker.